Gentlemen, if you're over 60 and have been wondering whether your personal intimate habits are helping or harming your health, this video contains information that could completely change your perspective on masculine wellness. Today, we're addressing something that most men your age think about but rarely discuss openly: the connection between self-pleasure and your overall intimate health, particularly how it affects your prostate, your ability to maintain strong erections, and your general vitality. What I'm about to share might surprise you, because it goes against much of what you've probably heard before. By the end of this video, you'll discover 7 common mistakes that millions of men make that actually damage their intimate health. And more importantly, 7 powerful techniques that can enhance your performance, support your prostate health, and potentially add years of satisfaction to your intimate life. The medical research on this topic has evolved dramatically in recent years, and what we now know about healthy masculine practices could revolutionize how you approach your personal wellness. Are you ready to learn what doctors are finally starting to acknowledge about the health benefits of proper intimate self-care? Stay with me until the very end, because the last technique I'll share is something that urologists are now recommending to their patients. But most men have never heard of it. Let's start with a question that might make you uncomfortable, but it's one we need to address honestly. When was the last time you evaluated whether your personal intimate habits are actually supporting your health or working against it? Most men over 60 assume that what they've been doing for decades is fine. But here's the truth that might shock you. Many common approaches to self-pleasure can actually contribute to prostate problems, erectile difficulties, and decreased sensitivity. Over time, are you experiencing changes in your intimate response that you've attributed to normal aging? What if I told you that some of these changes might be preventable, or even reversible, simply by adjusting how you approach your personal, intimate time? The reality is that your body's needs and responses change as you age, and the techniques that worked in your 20s and 30s might be working against you now. Think about this. You've probably adjusted your diet, your exercise routine, and your sleep habits as you've gotten older. But have you ever considered that your intimate practices might need updating too? The first major mistake that's hurting your intimate health is something that almost every man does without thinking about it. And it's related to frequency and timing. Many men over 60 fall into patterns that either involve too much stimulation or too little, and both extremes can create problems. Have you noticed that your recovery time between intimate activities has changed over the years? Are you someone who thinks that more frequent self-pleasure will keep everything working properly? Or do you believe that abstaining completely is better for your health? Both of these approaches can be problematic, and here's why. Your prostate and reproductive system function best with regular, moderate activity that follows your body's natural rhythms. Too frequent stimulation can lead to inflammation and decreased sensitivity, while too little activity can cause congestion and reduced blood flow. But here's where it gets really interesting. The optimal frequency for men over 60 is different from younger men, and it's not just about the number of times per week. It's about understanding your body's individual response patterns and working with them rather than against them. Have you ever paid attention to how your energy levels, sleep quality, and overall mood correlate with your intimate activity patterns? The second mistake involves technique and pressure, and this one is crucial because it directly affects your long-term sensitivity and function. Many men develop habits over the years that involve excessive pressure or grip strength, which can actually damage the delicate blood vessels and nerve endings that are essential for healthy intimate response. Are you someone who has found that you need more and more stimulation to achieve the same results? This could be a sign that your technique is working against your natural sensitivity rather than supporting it. The blood flow patterns that support healthy erections are the same ones that support prostate health. And when you use techniques that restrict or damage these circulation pathways, you're setting yourself up for problems down the road. Think about this. Would you grip a delicate instrument with excessive force and expect it to function properly for decades? Your intimate anatomy deserves the same consideration and care. But here's what many men don't realize. Gentle, varied techniques that focus on sensation rather than pressure can actually enhance your response and support long-term health. Have you ever experimented with lighter touch and slower movements, or do you tend to rush through the experience? The third mistake is related to lubrication and skin health, and this becomes increasingly important as you age. Many men over 60 experience changes in natural lubrication and skin elasticity. But instead of adapting their practices, they continue with dry techniques that can cause microtrauma and inflammation. Are you experiencing any discomfort, irritation, or changes in skin sensitivity during intimate activities? These could be signs that your current approach needs adjustment. The skin and tissues involved in intimate activity become more delicate with age. And what felt fine in your younger years might now be causing damage that accumulates over time. But here's the good news. Proper lubrication and gentle techniques can actually help maintain and even improve tissue health and sensitivity. Have you considered that taking better care of your intimate anatomy could enhance rather than diminish your experience? Many men resist using lubrication because they see it as a sign of dysfunction, but in reality, it's a sign of wisdom and self-care. The fourth mistake involves timing and mental state. And this one affects not just your immediate experience, but your long-term intimate health and relationship satisfaction. Many men approach self-pleasure as a quick release of tension, rather than as an opportunity for connection with their body and enhancement of their overall intimate wellness. Are you someone who rushes through intimate experiences? Or do you take time to actually enjoy and explore the sensations? The stress hormone cortisol, which gets released when you're rushed or anxious, actually interferes with the very hormones that support healthy intimate function and prostate health. When you approach intimate time with stress, impatience, or distraction, you're missing out on the therapeutic benefits that proper intimate activity can provide. Think about this. Meditation and mindfulness practices are proven to support both mental and physical health. And intimate mindfulness can provide similar benefits specifically for your masculine wellness. Have you ever considered that slowing down and being more present during intimate moments could actually enhance your overall health and well-being? The fifth mistake is probably the most overlooked, and it involves the connection between your breathing patterns and your intimate response. Most men hold their breath or breathe shallowly during intimate activity, which restricts blood flow and increases tension throughout the body. Are you aware of your breathing patterns during intimate moments? Or do you find yourself getting tense and holding your breath? Proper breathing techniques don't just enhance the immediate experience, they support the cardiovascular health that's essential for long-term intimate function. The same deep breathing that helps with stress management and heart health also supports the blood flow patterns that maintain healthy erections and prostate function. But here's what's really fascinating. Specific breathing techniques can actually enhance your intimate response and help you maintain better control and satisfaction. Have you ever noticed how your breathing affects your ability to relax and enjoy intimate experiences? The sixth mistake involves positioning and physical comfort. And this becomes increasingly important as your body changes with age. Many men continue using the same positions and approaches they've always used, even when these might be creating physical strain or restricting blood flow. Are you experiencing any physical discomfort, muscle tension, or circulation issues during or after intimate activity? Your body's flexibility, joint health, and circulation patterns change as you age, and your intimate practices should evolve accordingly. Positions that restrict blood flow to the pelvic region or create muscle tension can actually work against the very physiological processes that support healthy intimate function. Think about this. You probably adjust your sleeping position, your exercise routine, and your daily activities to accommodate your changing body. So why wouldn't you apply the same consideration to your intimate practices? The seventh and perhaps most damaging mistake involves the mental and emotional approach to intimate health. Many men over 60 develop anxiety, shame, or negative associations around their changing intimate response, which creates a cycle that actually makes problems worse. Are you someone who worries about your intimate performance, compares yourself to your younger years, or approaches intimate activity with anxiety rather than enjoyment? The mind-body connection in intimate health is incredibly powerful, and negative emotions and stress can literally interfere with the physical processes that support healthy function. When you approach intimate activity with worry, shame, or performance anxiety, you are activating stress responses that restrict blood flow, increase muscle tension, and interfere with hormone production. But here's the encouraging news. When you shift to a more positive, accepting, and exploratory mindset, you can actually enhance your intimate response and support your overall health. Have you considered that changing your mental approach to intimate health could be just as important as any physical techniques? Now that we've covered the 7 mistakes that are working against your intimate health, let's talk about the 7 powerful approaches that can actually enhance your function, support your prostate health, and potentially improve your overall quality of life. These aren't complicated medical procedures or expensive treatments. They're simple adjustments that any man can implement starting today. The first health-supporting approach involves finding your optimal frequency rhythm, and this is something that's unique to each individual man. Instead of following arbitrary rules about how often you should or shouldn't engage in intimate activity, You learn to listen to your body's natural cycles and respond accordingly. Have you ever noticed that your interest and energy for intimate activity follows certain patterns throughout the week or month? Learning to work with these natural rhythms, rather than against them, can enhance both your immediate satisfaction and your long-term health. For most men over 60, this means regular but not excessive activity, typically somewhere between 2 to 4 times per week. But the key is consistency and paying attention to how your body responds. Are you currently following your body's natural signals, or are you trying to force a frequency that doesn't feel right for your current life stage? The second health-supporting approach involves mastering gentle, varied techniques that enhance rather than diminish sensitivity over time. This means using light to moderate pressure, incorporating variety in your movements and rhythms, and focusing on the quality of sensation rather than just the intensity. Have you ever explored different types of touch and movement during intimate moments, or do you tend to stick with the same routine? The goal is to maintain and even enhance your natural sensitivity, rather than requiring more and more stimulation to achieve satisfaction. This approach not only feels better in the moment, but also supports the long-term health of the nerves and blood vessels that are essential for continued intimate function. Think about this. Musical instruments sound best when they're played with skill and sensitivity rather than force, and your intimate anatomy responds similarly to thoughtful, varied stimulation. The third health-supporting approach involves proper lubrication and tissue care, which becomes increasingly important as you age, but can actually enhance the experience at any age. Using high-quality, body-safe lubricants isn't just about comfort. It's about protecting and nourishing the delicate tissues involved in intimate activity. Are you currently using any products to support tissue health during intimate moments, or have you been relying solely on natural lubrication? As men age, natural lubrication typically decreases, and compensating for this change can actually improve both comfort and sensation. The right lubricants can also deliver beneficial nutrients to intimate tissues and support overall tissue health. But here's something many men don't know. There are specific ingredients that can actually enhance circulation and sensitivity when applied topically during intimate activity. Have you considered that proper intimate care products could be an investment in your long-term intimate health, rather than just a convenience? The fourth health-supporting approach involves mindful timing and creating the right mental and emotional state for intimate activity. Instead of rushing through the experience or treating it as just a physical release, you approach it as an opportunity for stress relief, body connection, and overall wellness enhancement. Are you currently setting aside adequate time for intimate experiences, or do you tend to squeeze them into busy schedules? Taking time to relax, breathe deeply, and actually enjoy the sensations can transform intimate activity from a quick stress release into a genuine health practice. The hormones released during relaxed, enjoyable, intimate activity, including endorphins, oxytocin, and growth hormone, actually support immune function, cardiovascular health, and even cognitive function. Think about this. You probably set aside time for other health practices like exercise or meditation. So why not approach intimate wellness with the same intentionality and care? The fifth health-supporting approach involves mastering breathing, techniques that enhance both the immediate experience and your long-term cardiovascular health. Deep, rhythmic breathing during intimate activity increases oxygen flow throughout your body, supports healthy blood pressure, and can actually enhance your intimate response and control. Have you ever paid attention to your breathing during intimate moments, or do you find yourself getting tense and holding your breath? Learning to breathe deeply and rhythmically can transform both the intensity and the health benefits of intimate activity. If you've made it this far in the video, you're clearly committed to taking control of your health. And I want to make sure you continue getting valuable information that can improve your life. Please hit that like button right now. It helps other men over 60 discover this important health information that could transform their wellness and confidence. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you do that now, because we regularly share research-backed strategies specifically designed to help men maintain and enhance their vitality as they age. I want to hear from you in the comments. Tell me which of these 7 mistakes surprised you the most, and which health-supporting technique you're planning to try first. Your engagement helps build a community where men can openly discuss and support each other in these important health topics. And make sure you watch the next video appearing on your screen, because it reveals specific prostate massage techniques that most men have never heard of, but urologists are now recommending. Take action on what you've learned today. Gentlemen, your future self will thank you for the care and attention you're giving to your health right now.